Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up for Wise and Horizon and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically bees should not be able to fly, their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground, and bees don't care what humans think is impossible, bees fly anyway. And so I wanted to create a space and a community where we could do what bees do when they're building something new and festoon and link arms and help each other.
I need to get to know this woman. I need it in my life.
Who is this woman? I need a piece of that.
As a survivor of domestic abuse and homelessness and clawing my way back up from rock bottom, I wanted to be able to put my hand behind me and say, come with me, you don't have to struggle.
I had a dream of something that I wanted to do, and Danny, she got me there.
You're just me!
How the bloody hell did I get here?
Often as business owners, we hide behind our businesses. But as the saying goes, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not speaking about your business, who's going to know about it? If you're not speaking about your mission and how you can help people, how are you going to help the people you want to help?
I just made a wish come true.
A speaking coach is somebody who's going to give hands at your back.
Wow, Danny made a wish come true. She helped me get there.
I'm buzzing.
It's life-changing. What an amazing journey. Oh my goodness me, I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
We actively encourage people to be themselves because that's the most magnetic thing about you. What people gain when they participate and be inspired is that spark of belief in themselves that creates a furnace, that creates a bonfire, that creates an inferno.
Wow. It has been nothing short of life-changing.
It doesn't stop there. Community creates bonds and friendships that are absolutely forged for life. It really does become so much more than speaking.
How you feeling?
It felt like I'd picked up this really enormous thing.
That was awesome. Epic.
Phenomenal.
It was a bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Exhilarating.
Went fast.
It felt amazing.
Exhausted.
Thinking at all about wanting to stand on a stage yourself or running a workshop, get in touch with Danny, will not regret it.
You want somebody like that in your corner.
It was brilliant, the atmosphere was set, stage was set, and it was special.
The Be Inspired Mastermind is for anybody who is ready to take the leap to the next step in their business. You can get in touch with me by following me across the socials at the Queen Bee Danny, or you can head on to my website where you can learn more about the incredible things that you do as part of Iatqb. It's www.iamthequeenbee.co.uk. That's peace. Good evening. Hello, welcome. I was going to say the short Rise Up show that in my excitement tonight, I am so nervous and so excited tonight about sharing with you all of the things that all sorts was happening there. I don't know if you saw halfway through the credits, we got International Women's Day, the banner came up. I'm editing the banners as we're getting going. Hello and welcome to your workshop, the Xfactor Masterclass workshop this week. I hope you are feeling good. We are rounding out and beginning the Easter weekend in style here with the Iatqb community. For those of us that haven't met before, hello, my name's Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee, which is a ridiculously audacious statement. It doesn't mean that I necessarily think that I'm better than anybody else. Well, I am pretty awesome. It's actually a reclamation statement. It's a reclamation statement to you, as a gift to you. You get to say, I'm the king bee, the queen bee, the royal bee, whatever kind of bee you are. But the reclamation is to health, to wealth, to success, to all the good things in life. I grew up on the council estates in Preston, as you heard just then from the rolling credits that will be changing from tonight. And I was really annoyed when I found out that other people were born into the things that which I was not born into. And I knew after quite after quite a struggle, I knew that I had to just be more tenacious about finding those things. So my job in life is an international celebrity public speaking coach. I help people who have businesses, missions in this world to share their business and mission message out of their mouths into the ears of their ideal clients so that they can reach more people and make more money. But it is so much more than that. And that is what I want to talk to you about tonight. This week in the Iatqb Hive, which is my free community that helps people show up, wise up and rise up every single day of the week by sharing our successes and sharing our challenges. We've been running a free boot camp over in the Iatqb Hive this week, where I've been sharing with you some top tips and tricks with regards to speaking, how to get visible and how to get in front of the people that you really want to help. Here's the thing, right? When it comes to business, I don't know. I very rarely know people in business who don't want to help people, who don't want to help someone. And so if you are not utilizing your superpower hidden in plain sight, your voice, to share what it is that you do, how on earth are you going to help the people that you really want to help? So here's how it's going to go down tonight. Hello, everybody. Hello, people from the Iatqb Hive. Hello, new people to our community. We've got some prizes on the go for sharing tonight. We've got some prizes on the go for participants for the boot camp who've been taking part in the boot camp competition and have been getting really visible this week. And I've also got an Xfactor Masterclass. One of the things that I'm asked about is, how do I stand out when it comes to speaking about my business? Loads of people are gassing and flapping the chops and flapping the gums about their business, but how do I stand out? So I've got some tips for you this evening that you are going to be able to action straight away that's going to make you speaking about your business more memorable. The Xfactor Bootcamp, how to have charisma, how to show yourself in a way that's really engaging. I'm going to be sharing that with you tonight. So who's watching along? Let me know. We've got Jenny Parkin. Hello, my darling. Kelly. Hello, Kelly Hallett. How are you? Heather Green. We've got an international audience. We've got Instagram watching over here. Hello, Instagram. How are you doing? If you are watching on Instagram, you will get a better viewing experience over on the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook. Do head over there and let me know when you're there by jumping into the comments. So we have got Instagram watching along tonight. Hopefully we're going to bring people over to the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook where it's all kicking off. So my aim this evening is to share with you that masterclass. And also we are going to be sharing with you the world premiere of the brand spanking new Iatqb promo video for Be Inspired. Now, Be Inspired is the event that I put on twice a year. And the alumni, the people that I work with through my Be Inspired Mastermind, are the people that speak. We also get wonderful VIPs to come in and speak as well. But it really is about getting people to take up space in the world. And this premiere this evening, this video that I'm going to show you in just a little bit, really does capture the essence of what Be Inspired is all about, both from a community perspective, an audience perspective, but also a participant's perspective. So it really is a special night tonight. We're making Good Friday great. So Carla Wiggins has got the fizz ready. Geraldine is really looking forward to seeing it. Emma Eden is feeding the babies, watching again. Joe is so excited to see the new video. Honestly, so excited to share this with you. Really, really excited. It's been a funny old week this week. We've had lots of people participate, hundreds more than anybody before. And one of the jokes that I have as part of the beginning of the proceedings is only ever 20% of people finish the things that they start, and sometimes even less. So our finish rate this time has been, considering that the industry standard is below 20%, is 40%. So we don't just have 20%ers, we don't just have 30%ers or 35%ers. We've got 40% of the people that started finished, which is, in terms of a finish rate, is absolutely incredible. And that's not even mentioning the people who got involved and didn't complete the task because they just wanted to come and learn. They just wanted to come and be a part of the Be Heard Bootcamp. So huge congratulations to everybody getting involved. This time. We're going to be doing the bootcamp again in September, October time after the next Be Inspired. But it was just just the most phenomenal week. People really slaying those speaking dragons, allowing themselves to become visible, allowing themselves to get in front of their business. So here's what we're going to do. This is competition number 1. So I'm going to announce all of the participant competitions. There's 4 prizes I'm going to announce at the end of the live today. 1 is for our community engagement champion. So the person who has been showing the most love, who's been there sort of mopping the brow of the people that are really nervous, who's really sort of embodied the community spirit of what the Be Heard Bootcamp and the Be Heard Challenge is all about. We've also got 3 prizes that I'm going to be announcing at the end as well. So third prize is an online ticket to Be Inspired, where you can watch our TV quality style Zoom. And also some Iatqb books. We've also got a VIP. So second prize is a VIP in the room ticket to Be Inspired, plus Iatqb books, plus the varsity jacket that I'm modeling for you. It says, hang on, I'm going to have to turn around. You'll probably be able to see it better than these guys. Show up, wise up, rise up on the back there. You win yourselves that. And the first prize is an in real life VIP strategy day with me, where we look at the visibility and marketing within your business and your overall business plan for the next 12 months. And wherever I am in the world, I will fly you out to. So for example, Jane Wood, who won the last one, we flew her out to Barcelona. We spent a couple of days in Barcelona. We went out and we wined and dined Janie, and we also really looked at all of her strategy for the coming months, and she's out there smashing it right now. So it was absolutely a beautiful experience for that person who wins. So wherever I am, whether I'm in New York or Wigan, that is where we will be together. We'll try and make it a little bit more glamorous than that. Sorry to all the Wiganers. We'll find a nice pie shop. So huge love and thank you to the entire of the Iatqb community. It stands for I Am the Queen Bee community. You can be a part of that by joining the Iatqb Hive, but more on that later on. First of all, the first thing that I want everybody to do right now, in order to win a prize, this is anybody can take part. Anybody that's on the live right now can take part, is going to win themselves a spot prize of an Iatqb t-shirt from the merch store. You can find all of our Iatqb merch at imthequeenbee.co.uk, and all profits go to the Fly Anyway Foundation, which is my charitable foundation that I've set up to help people who have experienced domestic abuse plug into business goods and services. But you can win yourselves an Iatqb t-shirt by sharing. So what I want you to do is I want you to share this live wherever you've got. If you've got an audience, share it out into your audiences. Let them know what we're doing right now. This is the Xfactor Masterclass that we're going to kick off with. So first of all, we're going to get everybody to share this live. Secondly, I'm going to take you through the Xfactor Masterclass, and then I'm going to tell you about the video that we're going to share with you tonight, which is the world premiere of Be Inspired and Iatqb, what it's all about. And after that, the doors will officially open to all of my programs. So all of my programs open their doors just twice a year. Tonight is one of those nights where we fling the doors open and you can seize the opportunity to come and work with me. So I'm going to share with you, after we've showed you the video, how to get involved and how you can come and work with me. Lots of you have been knocking on my door saying, Danny, I want to come and work with you. Now is the time to come and get involved with all of that. So the doors are going to fly open. I'm going to tell you how you can work with me at the end. Is that okay with you guys? I've not been speaking to you yet, and I want a little bit of interaction. So please let me know in the comments, are you ready for all that? Do I have your permission to share the whole thing with you? Are you ready? Let me know in the comments. I want a yes, Danny. I've been the drill sergeant this week. I've been in combat fatigues. I've had my little thingy, and then I set it off and it did a little whistle. So I'm not going to do that to anyone tonight, right? Yes, get on it. It's bloody amazing. Yes, Leon Terry says Owen is ready. Laura Day, you're all flicking past. Laura Day Henderson is ready. Yes. Full pink permission from Jojo Smith from Creative Sass. I see you, sister, or Zasta, I should say. Yes, you are all ready. Let's get into it. So a little bit of background on me. I am from the Council's Days of Preston. I am an international celebrity public speaking coach, and that hasn't always been the case. So I have worked for over 15 years in the corporate space in learning and development, really cutting my teeth in terms of personality profiling, strengths-based leadership training, learning how to do training and learning how to teach people how to do training. So presentation skills has really been the bedrock of everything that I've built Iatqb on. That mixed with my life experience and stage experience, which is over 20, make me feel really old, but 22 years experience, 23 this year, years experience on the stage as a compere, as a speaker, as a DJ, as a performer. stagecraft is really at the heart of everything that I do, being able to perform. So what I've done is I brought those two superpowers together, and my mission and my value, which is to bring as many people to the stage that have a mission as I possibly can. So if you've got a business or a mission, it is my mission to help you take up some motherfucking space in the world, right? So many times we see these sort of straight white lineups, and that's fine and it's okay, and it's actually not fine in the slightest. We need more people. We need people from different backgrounds, different classes, different colors, different genders, different members of different everything coming together and taking up space on the stage. So tonight is all about celebrating you taking up space. And how do you do that? You do it by being engaging. So here are my top 10 tips for having the X factor when you speak about your business or your mission. And you're ready because you've told me that you're ready. I hope this one works. I don't think this one does. This one definitely does though. So please forgive the fact that I don't have slides. I don't really work to slides when I'm working in this kind of environment. What I do is I use this as a projector screen for my brain. Now then, I'm going to put this very, very clearly and very, very plainly. I'm very open to feedback and criticism. However, my writing is going to be shit and my spelling is going to be choppy, but bear with me because listen to the content. A proper promise is dead good. All right. Is that okay? Can you forgive me my sins? I'm sure you can. I love that you will. So in terms of having the X factor, when it comes to speaking about your business or your mission, what do you need to do? So in the first instance, you need to know your shit. I've got teeth. Look, I knew that I'd have to put red lipstick on and get it on my teeth. Top tip, by the way, for anybody who does wear lipstick wearers out there, whatever gender you are, take your finger, go out, and then you get all the excess, and then you don't get lipstick on your teeth anymore. Now, I should have done that beforehand, but still. So one of the things that people say to me all the time is, what if I'm not expert enough? What if I'm not expert enough? What if I'm shit, right? And when you speak about your business, actually, the thing that you've got to know and the difference between extroversion, which is kind of where you get your energy from. So introversion and extroversion are two different things, right? Introversion and extroversion and confidence, those two things and confidence are not even in the same ballpark. They're not a personality type. Introversion and extroversion is just where you get your energy from. So when you see extroverts, and if you're an introvert, give me a little shy wave, I see you. So introverts that are out there, it does not mean that you are not confident by being an introvert. You can't look at speakers up on the stage and go, I can't do that because I'm not an extrovert. Introversion and extroversion are just where you get your energy. So extroverts get their energy from being around people and spend their energy in solitude. And conversely, introverts replenish their energy in solitude or in small numbers and then spend their energy in big numbers. Some of the most confident people I know are introverts, and some of the least confident people I know are extroverts. Confidence is the quiet knowledge and acceptance of yourself. It's the difference between extroversion and confidence. Don't mistake somebody who is bouncing around like a crackhead tigger, like some people that I know. Don't mistake that for confidence. Confidence is the quiet knowledge and acceptance of yourself. So tip number 1 is know your shit. Not like that. Let's spell it correctly so we can get the tip correct. Know your shit. It's without the E. Know your she, know your shit. Told you. I already made amends for this prior to getting it wrong. Know your shit. Know and make sure that you know what you're speaking about prior to speaking about it. So I know that I can speak about being an expert with regards to public speaking. I'm an expert in lots of other things, but public speaking is one that I definitely know really, 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 really well. I know my shit when it comes to public speaking. When you are speaking about your business, confidence is bred out of knowledge. Lack of confidence, anxiety, fear is bred out of uncertainty. So when you know what it is that you're talking about and that is prepared in advance, then it's much easier to come across like you know your shit as opposed to knowing your shit. Does that make sense? Know your shit. Get rid of that E. Know your shit. All right. So that's first one, tip number 1. Tip number 2 is give your full attention when you are speaking. Let me just write this down first, then we're going to go into it. Give your full attention. Now, for those of you out there like me who are neurodiverse, you might struggle with this, but it's okay. You can do it in little short, sharp bursts. But give the audience your full attention. Try as best you can when you are speaking to give the audience your full attention. Now, I'm splitting my attention a little bit here between Instagram, that have my attention, you have my attention, but I'm delivering over here. I'm splitting my attention between Instagram and you guys over here. You guys are getting the majority of my attention because this is where StreamYard is. We're streaming in more places over here. But I am giving you, my audience, right at the top of the forefront of my brain right now is how can I serve? How can I give you my attention? I'm not thinking about what am I going to eat after this. I'm not thinking about, what am I going to do for my shopping tomorrow? I'm not thinking about cooking my Sunday roast for Easter Sunday or how many Easter eggs that I've bought. I'm thinking, how can I best serve you right now? And when you lose your way, if you were to lose your way, all you have to do is take a deep breath and remember, say to yourself, why the fuck am I talking? All right, why the fuck am I talking? And then that should bring you back to ground so you can carry on, right? Give your full attention. If you are distracted, say I was going to pick my phone, I've got a spare phone over here. If you're distracted when you're speaking, whether you're on a live or whether you're talking to somebody by sort of texting and writing stuff down, and you're not focusing your full attention. So when you are giving your attention to the room will give its attention back to you. So when it comes to charisma, when you're clear and present and in the now of what you're delivering, it's much easier for people to be magnetized to you. If your mind is straying or you're thinking about all of the other things that could possibly going on in your head, like, oh my God, I'm really nervous, and oh my God, my badge is the wrong way around, and oh, I've just spelled that really wrong, and oh my fucking God, then your audience are able to pick up on that and will find it difficult to maintain that connection with you. So stay present. How do you stay present? Stay grounded. There's lots of tips and tricks that you can use that I teach within my programs that can help you get grounded. But give your full attention to the audience. Tip number 2. Tip number 3. Are you ready? Tip number 3. And make sure I'm looking at my notes, make sure I give you the right one. Make people feel important. Make people feel important. Whenever anybody is giving you your time, just like you're giving me some of your time right now, it's important that we recognize that you're all giving me such a valuable commodity right now that you can never get back and I can never give back to you. You're giving me your time and I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm here in much more gratitude than I am anything else. So glad that you are spending some time with me right now so I can share this with you, ensure and certain hope that you can apply some of these things and you can go and take up some motherfucking space in the world is really, really important. But one of the 6 basic human needs is recognition. So when you're speaking, if you are speaking on stage, for example, allowing yourself to speak directly to the folk in the room is a real great way to maintain that connection, giving them your attention. So for me, speaking to you by speaking to the camera and not speaking to myself, having a look at the comments, trying not to be distracted. I've got Jo Wilson watching along, which is definitely going to be distracted for me every single time. She's only ever here to heckle with love, but looking at who's there and saying hello if you're able to. Or if you see somebody nodding along, you've got a connection. If you're live and you can see somebody's agreed with you, for Hannah, for example, this is important for me. When I'm not present or get distracted, it's when the nerves come in, right? So you've got to stay present. So Hannah's just shared something really, really cool. I'm really grateful to Hannah for sharing that. That's me recognizing Hannah right now. She feels seen. Beth, happy to give you my time. So freaking valuable. Yeah. Making people feel important is important, not only from a speaking and engagement perspective and an Xfactor perspective, but also if you're marketing your business, your potential clients want to feel important. They must be important to you because if they're not important to you, they will smell it a mile off. So when you're in the room and you're delivering in the room, if you're delivering like on a stage, for example, it's scanning the room and seeing who's nodding along, right? Who's checking in with you. They're now your friends. Check them out. Give them a thumbs up. Wave at them, right? Give them a little salute. Talk to them. Nod along, and I'm going to talk to you about engagement tools in just a sec, but nod along when they're nodding, double head nod back at each other, like dig on each other, make people feel important. This is where Danny deliberately and purposefully ignores me. Absolutely, yes, I do. But you feel important at the same time. Lindsay said, can we acknowledge just how banging you look tonight? Girl, thanks very much. I'm feeling fly. So making people feel, you lot make me feel important. Thank you so much. Lovely people you are. So make people feel important. Make the people who are giving you that commodity that they cannot get back, their time, right? If they're investing in me, they can make more money, right? They can go and make more money. Their time they can't get back. So appreciate the fact that people are listening to you. You don't have to go in supplication to them like, oh my God, I'm so grateful you're listening to me. But actually, I'm so grateful that you're listening to me right now because I know that what I'm saying, because I know my shit and I'm giving you my full attention, I'm giving you my full expertise right now. I know that I'm going to be able to help you, right? And that's what I want to do, help as many of you as possible. All right. Next up, 4. I'm just going to say it. Don't diss others. I see this a lot and it makes me skin crawl and it makes me piss boil. So don't diss others. You do not ever, ever, ever make your light shine more brightly by dimming somebody else's. You never, ever do. And I see this kind of call out culture, particularly in the service industry space. I'm speaking here on Facebook. I'm speaking here on Instagram as well. By dissing other people, what you're doing is you're distracting from your light. What you're doing is you're actually shining a light somewhere else. So people are looking somewhere else. It's a distraction thing that people do, and it's not the one. It just isn't the one. And also, it will have you stand out as somebody who could be unsafe. Now, don't get me wrong. I get that some people out there, speakers, coaches, otherwise, who may position themselves in their marketing as being divisive, right? It's okay to be divisive if that's what you choose to do, if that's the way you go about it. But actively disrespecting other people is just making noise that could be better spent and better heard by you sharing your expertise. This is why I don't have a no knobheads clause when it comes to people working with me, right? When I know that people are going to be disrespectful, like I am out, that is not the way to be doing things, right? So nobody's light is shone brighter by dimming somebody else's. Concentrate on you, concentrate on the people that you want to serve. Don't diss others. I love this next one. I love all of them. I wouldn't be sharing with you if I didn't love them, but this is a cool one. 5, create mutual positive interactions. Mutual positive interactions. By allowing yourself to be open and generating interaction when you speak creates connection. And the X factor and charisma is all about connection, whether it is spoken or whether it is unspoken. So in this particular instance, I'm talking about both spoken and unspoken mutual positive interactions. So what I mean by that is by creating statements whereby the audience can agree with you. Ways for the audience to agree with you, whether that's them being uncomfortable, all right, or and then them being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sorry, them being comfortable with being uncomfortable because you've made it safe for them to be uncomfortable. And it allows them to explore. Creating safety and mutual positive interaction allows for connection, allows you to continue taking your audience along their journey with you in tow, right? So you can carry on walking the path together. Hopefully that'll end up with you working together or them following you on the socials if that's what you want, or them engaging with your mission or advocacy if that's what you want. But create mutual positive interaction. How the fuck do we do that? So we can do that by asking questions. So asking questions like, are you enjoying everything so far? Are you having a good day? Yes. And what happens then is that you're saying yes and I'm saying yes, both at the same time. Mutual positive interaction. We're both in a positive state. We're both head nodding at each other. We are creating this in a state of safety. If I was to hit you with a wall of abhorrence and all of that sort of stuff, we wouldn't be creating mutual positive interaction. And therefore, I would become an unsafe person and you would move away from me. So we want to keep close. Mutual positive interactions by you engaging with me in a positive way by either agreeing or being challenged in a safe way means that we are really close right now, right? We're hanging out together. But it also means that when you think about me later on, which sounds ruder than I intended, maybe I don't want you to think about me later on. But when you think about me later on, or think about me on another day, or think about this in this particular workshop, this particular masterclass, that actually you'll remember and go, oh, that Danny Wallace, she was really good. She was really engaging. I remember, yeah, I agreed with a lot of what she said. Can't remember what it was. I'll have to go back and watch the masterclass. But I agree with what a lot of she was saying, right? So when I'm nodding along and saying, hey, are you enjoying it? Are you having a great time? Are you learning things right now? I want you to tell me in the comments. Yes, I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the love button. I want you to hit the share button. I want you to do all these things so we're having mutual positive interactions. I'm sharing good things with you and I'm getting a positive response from you. Next up, 6, based on these things, so giving your full attention, knowing your shit and delivering the good stuff, making people feel important, not dissing other people, mutual positive interactions. The next thing that helps you have the X factor or share a level of charisma with the room is reading the room. So temperature checking, all right? So temperature checking. Read the room. How do we do that? In a room, when we're all together, such as on a stage like Be Inspired, you can look at the people in the room and you can see whether they are interacting with you or not. And they will give you some really clear signals. One is that they may have a giggle with you. They may laugh along when you make a joke. They may smile and nod at you encouragingly. They may clap, or they may give you a little whoop. Like if you're on the stage at Be Inspired stage, like you're getting a lot of mutual positive interactions. It's very easy to temperature check the room because when you've sort of learned how to deliver this properly, you can hold the audience in the palm of your hand. Your audience will do the things that they want you to do. So when you are checking on a live, it's a little bit more difficult. You've actually got to physically ask for the response. So there's a couple of things where you can temperature check in a live streaming environment. So one is to directly ask the question, how you're feeling about this so far? In fact, will you humor me? Tell me in the comments, how are you enjoying this so far? Are you learning a little bit? Are these things that you've ever thought about before? When we do these things intentionally, we actually create more control over our outcomes. And when we ever speak about our business, we've got to think about, what do we want to get out of this? Why do we want to be speaking about our business? What's the onward journey that our audience is gonna have off of the back of speaking? Gold as usual, loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like this. I love it. So yeah, I'm loving what you have to say and how you're delivering it. Well, perfect. But this is a great example of a temperature check. Are you all engaged? Are you still speaking to me? If it was like tumbleweed right now and there's still, 100 people that are watching along, I would be a little bit worried. I've either shocked you into silence, so I get to pick up the positive mutual interaction again by asking for you to comment along. So that's a really great way of temperature checking with regards to live streaming. Also, check out what language are people using. So they might be saying, no, you're wrong. I don't agree with you. How are you receiving that? Yeah. So temperature checking goes 2 ways. Next up, this is a really important one. And I often get on my soapbox about this. In fact, if anybody saw the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show this morning, the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show is a Facebook Live that I do on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30. And on a Monday, we set our intentions. On a Wednesday, we learn together. And on a Friday, we celebrate the week. Now, this week, today, I wanted to share a little bit of extra information about public speaking. And we talked about diversity of stages. And I got up on my soapbox. I do. Because one of the core values of Iatqb is inclusivity and welcoming people in. So making sure that you're using inclusive language allows other people in the room. So if I was saying, hey, ladies, good evening, ladies, how are you all, ladies? That all of a sudden cancels out everybody else who could be and would be, and I know that are, watching along that aren't ladies. Also, it would completely isolate anyone who doesn't identify as a lady, right? Hi, ladies. So using inclusive language, such as when I talk about the queen bee, I am the queen bee. But I also make reference to being the king bee or the sovereign bee, because you might not feel included by the phrase, I am the queen bee. So allowing yourself to consider inclusive language. So if you know you're speaking from a place of privilege, for example, I present as a straight white woman, even though I'm not straight, even like, even though that isn't the case, I need to make sure that I know that there are other people in the room who maybe are brothers and sisters and siblings of color, for example, but allowing yourself to use inclusive language. Instead of saying, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, hi girls, how are you? Consider your audience. Consider your audience. I love this. I don't even know who this is because they've not given Facebook permission. Tommy, thankfully not a lady anymore. Aya shitheads, Lindsay said. Gentles and lady men, there's all sorts. I tend to use my angels, my loves, my darlings. Tends to be one of the ones that I use when I'm on stage. But moving away from that kind of just the binary, ladies and gentlemen, and including glorious humans, you bunch of belters. There's loads away from doing this. I refrain from calling my audience wild woofer motherfuckers. I don't think you should, Joe. Joe Wilson, by the way, is an incredible dog trainer for Boxer Breeds and beyond. Do go and check them out. Making sure that if you're interviewing people or if you're holding a panel, for example, if you are a speaker, making sure you're checking in with pronouns, share your own pronouns, all of that sort of stuff allows for more inclusion, allows for more connection, which allows for a bigger audience. A bigger audience means you reach more people, make more money, right? So it makes business sense. It makes inclusivity sense. Just fucking do it, all right? So here we go. So we're on 7 so far, 8, 9, 10, 3 more to go before I play you the video, which I'm very fucking excited about. So know your shit, and that is not your with an E, it's your without an E. Know what you're saying. Give your full attention to the room. Don't be being distracted by what's going on. If you struggle with distraction, breathe, come back to center, plant your feet on the floor. Remember, why the fuck am I speaking? Make people feel important. Make the people that are around you feel important. They're giving you a commodity that they can't get back. Appreciate and respect that. Don't diss other people. Don't dim other people's light. Yours won't shine any brighter as a result. Mutual positive interaction. Make sure that you're temperature checking the room, read the room, and use inclusive language. All right, I'm going to flip the page. Let's move on to our next 3. I love this next one. Are you ready? You ready? Be okay. Be okay with fucking it up. Oh, said it. Be okay with fucking it up. Or effing it up if you don't cuss. It's okay. Just because I cuss, by the way, doesn't mean that you have to when it comes to public speaking. It's just part of where I come from. It's a part of the person I am. People might think it's lazy, and I don't give a shit. I am speaking from the heart, and I'm speaking as I want to speak, as I want to take up space with will. Be okay with fucking it up. Get it wrong and fail forward. So there's a couple of things that I do when I'm presenting on the Be Inspired stage to show my audience, and not just to show my audience, but to show my speakers who are still part of my cohort and my mentees at the time. There's a number of things that I do to show them that fucking up won't kill you. So I'll do things like trip up the stage, for example. I'll do things like spill or like choke on my water, or I'll do things like completely forget very loudly and very proudly where the fuck I'm at. So already I've done that a few times. Like if you notice over on the other page, the very first thing that I did was completely fuck up, right? Was completely misspell what it was that I wanted to write. It's okay for you to F up as long as you stay the course. Now, if you mess up and then, oh my God, I just messed up and oh, things are awful because now I've messed up. Just know there is no audience member out in this world, that's sat there going, I can't wait for them to get it wrong. And then if you were to get it wrong, there's no audience member that's going, I hope they don't recover from this. So you will find that if you do ever get it wrong, that the audience that are watching you, if indeed an audience are watching you, will rally behind you and go, come on, you've got this. At which point you can kind of gather your thoughts and get on with it again. Be okay with getting it wrong. And if you get it wrong in one go, it's not the last time you have to do something. Do it the next time. I fell up the stairs at Be Inspired. Yeah, absolutely. I do this all the time just to show that people are rooting for you when you're showing up. People aren't saying, oh, look, there's that Kelly Alla. Oh, I can't wait for her to get it really wrong. Nobody's thinking it. So be okay with getting it wrong. Pause, take a breath, take a step back, jump in. Also, your audience will help you. Can you believe it? Your audience will help you remember what it was you were saying if you really completely forget. Again, something that I do quite a verbal and vocal way when I'm delivering is completely lose where I am and then say to my audience, somebody tell me what was I just saying? I've completely lost where I am. And somebody in the audience every single time will shout out, oh, you were here. I remember now. Thank God for that. Or if I completely forget, it mustn't have been important. I'll come back to it later. It's all right. Get it gloriously wrong. It's fine. You can fail forward. Next up. So this is a body language thing. So in my programs, I'll often teach lots of different presentation tips, tricks, and tools that you can use and use intentionally. So once you've kind of learned all of your content, embodying your talks is really, really helpful to get your talks even more intentional and to be even more impactful. And one of the ways that we can do this and have the X factor when we're delivering is opening out our body language. So I'll do this all the time. You'll notice that I'll do this all the time. I actually physically bring people in to my space, opening out your body language and bring people into your space. So open out your body language. I see it so many times. People do lives and they'll be like trying to keep their hands by their sides. And naturally, for those of us that are able to communicate in this ways, naturally, we will use our whole body to embody what it is that we're saying. Body language is a language in and of itself. It's an extension of what it is that you're saying. I'm doing it right now. I'm gesticulating. And there's nothing wrong with that. Open out your body language. Stand up straight and tall, broaden the shoulders and open out your arms. You're literally extending a hug and extra space out to your audience, welcoming them in, generating that connection. Sophie Ragg, I love it. Now I feel so much more comfortable about getting it wrong, isn't it? And it's the first time you do it, and we are so rooted in this perfectionism that isn't real, that isn't necessary. Because here's the thing. Perfection breeds distance because it sets a bar that nobody else can hit because nobody's perfect, right? So open out that body language. Be completely okay with fucking it up. Relax. You can do this. So next up, I want to introduce you to a concept. The concept does not belong to me. All I do is I do consistent learning from lots of incredible world-class experts and apply it to my practice and then apply it to my methods. But I came across this one last year and I adore the concept. Employ happy high status. Check this out. Wait till I explain this to you. You're going to love it. Happy high status. Employ happy high status. What do I mean by employing happy high status? So the Queen is in a platinum jubilee year. The Queen Elizabeth, our very own Queen Bee, when she speaks, does not employ happy high status, right? She's high status because of who she is, but actually when she speaks out of duty. She speaks because she has to speak. Now, her charisma really comes from the nation in a broad sense, is love of her, right? That she's been dutiful for very many years, that she presents, whatever you feel about the monarchy, right? And I'm not getting into the politics of the monarchy, whether you're a royalist or not. There's no denying that this person has served England for however long. It's been a long time. And she gets made to speak. When she speaks because she has to. She doesn't speak because she wants to. If she didn't have to, would she? I don't know. I don't know whether she would. But if you think about her terms of delivery or method of delivery, it isn't happy high status. It would be what we would call unhappy high status. When she delivers a Queen's speech, I mean, the last one was, heartbreaking. But when she delivers the Queen's speech, she's delivering it because she has to. It's her duty to do. She's duty bound to do it. Now, the best in charisma comes from when you own that high status, when you know your shit, when you're owning the room and you're paying attention, but you really want to be there and you're sharing within your body language and your tone that you want to be there. Somebody who embodies happy high status really, really well is the likes of Michelle Obama, right? Michelle Obama embodies happy high status. She's somebody who could go into a room full of, I don't know, world state leaders and go and deliver a presentation or a speech, and then go into a primary school room full of children and go and deliver a speech or a, workshop, whatever it is that she does, a talk, or she'd go and be with those people, and she would maintain status in both spaces. So she would still be high status in both places. She would still be happy high status in both of those places. So somebody, for example, who isn't happy high status, regardless again of what you think of the politics of him, somebody who is unhappy high status is somebody like Donald Trump. He is speaking and using a lot of rhetoric because actually, given the choice, he wouldn't be stood up in front of thousands speaking. He uses other tools to create and generate that high status. So big body language, bold statements, all of that. But actually, from a charisma point of view, if you took those things away, he doesn't employ happy high status. He doesn't look particularly happy to be anywhere. And I guess with a heart like that, you wouldn't be. Apologies if I turn you off for saying it, but I don't give a shit. So yeah, with regards to that, how are we doing on Instagram, by the way? UK over there? Let me know if you're watching along on Instagram. Give us some likes and some loves. If you want the proper experience of watching this, head on over to the Queen Bee Danny on Facebook. That was like an ad break. She is a wonderful speaker. She embodies happy high status. So an example, right. So there was this journalist who went to an A-list celeb do. And the red carpet affair, everyone sort of tuxedoed, suited and booted and what have you. This journalist went to this A-list celebrity do, and there was this like drinks reception, this cocktail reception, and they walked on the red carpet and waving everyone in, goes into this drinks reception bit. And of course, everybody is suited and booted in tuxes, including the cocktail staff, the waitress staff. So what this journalist did was tap a cocktail waiter on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, can you get me, I don't want to have a drink, could you get me a drink?" And George Clooney turned around without missing a beat and went to go and get that person a drink, came back with it, didn't miss a beat because he was so happy in his status. He is so happy high status that he went to go and get that person. He would not lose any status at all by sharing those things, by going to go and get that person a drink. Now, if you can imagine tapping Donald Trump on the shoulder, just being a Joe Blogs off the street journalist, whoever, "Excuse me, Donald Trump, you go and get me a drink." Can you imagine what he would do? Probably not go and get him a drink because he would believe he would lose status. Would he do that? Now, somebody who is happy high status knows that their status cannot be fucked with. Their status is unfuckable with, so they can behave in a way that's really free. So yeah, can you imagine tapping Clooney on the shoulder? "Excuse me, Mary, go and get us a drink, please." Nice one. I probably would, just for a laugh, see what he would do. Probably go get me a drink. Like, seems like a nice chap. But yeah, is it so it's an ego piece? Yeah, it is. So happy high status is appreciating where you are, knowing what you're doing, opening out your body language, and knowing that whatever you say, you're not going to lose status. So when you're really, really nervous and you're kind of apologetic and, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I'm really nervous. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong." You're unhappy high status. You're not sharing with the room that you're happy high status. By allowing yourself to know that if you fuck it up, that everything's going to be just fine, you're employing happy high status, right? It's one of those things. So having happy high status is a great surefire way to embodying that X factor, embodying that charisma that is so desirable when you are standing out, when you are public speaking. So they are my top 10 tips for having the X factor when speaking about your business. What do we think? Are we good? The best thing I've learned all day, not that 1 to 9 weren't important. Oh, I love that. Where does the phrase come from, please? It comes from, I will tag the book. There was a book that comes from it, that it comes from. But even if you just Google the term happy high status, it'll pop up and you can do some further reading on it. But yes, so recap, top 10 is like dead good, top of the pops from back in the day, but learning dead good stuff is number 1, know your shit, not know you are shit, because you aren't shit, you're fucking amazing. 2, give your full attention to the room. Make people feel important. Number 3. 4, don't diss others. Number 5, mutual positive interactions. How are we all doing so far? Let me know in the comments. Yes. Temperature check the room, read the room, make sure everyone's okay, make sure everyone's still with you. Asking questions generates connection. So even if you're losing somebody, wake them up, break their state by asking them a question. Next, use inclusive language at number 7. Number 8, be okay with fucking it up. It's all right. You have my express permission. Next, open out your body language and welcome people into your energetic space. And the next one, employ happy high status. I really hope you have enjoyed those top tips. Let me know if you're watching along on Instagram and you've enjoyed those top tips. Who is ready, my loves, for a little bit of a world premiere? Now, Instagram, you're not going to be able to see this right now, but I'm about to play a video over on the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook. I'm going to be sharing it on the grid here after the live, but this is the world premiere of Be Inspired and the Iatqb promo. Nobody apart from Danielle, and Danielle hasn't even seen this in its finished form, have you not? We've got Danielle Hansen for Pretty Practical, my wing woman when it comes to all things business and operations. Is just sat backstage, as is the gorgeous Zoe Bryn, who's been helping us out. Can we get some love for Zoe and Danielle this week, who've been my wing women, and also for Kathy Byam, who's been holding the fort over on LinkedIn for us, and also Mag Favorito from Fave Socials, who's been looking after my Instagram this week. We have been a power team this week, so huge shout out to all of the team. I cannot wait. I wish I had some no secco to pop the cork off. Normally at this point I have some confetti, but it did stay on the floor. I'm working out in my bedroom. My studio is in my bedroom. Wallace has banned me from using confetti cannons in the bedroom, not as not in life, not that we would do that anyway. This is going somewhere I never expected it to go. But yeah, no confetti cannons tonight, no secco, but I do want to celebrate with you. If you do have a drink, I would absolutely love you to raise a glass to all of our Be Inspired previous cohort from March, April 2022, as I share with you right now the world premiere of the brand spanking new Iatqb and Be Inspired promotional video from the Film Farmers. Here we go.
To describe the event in one word, without a swear word, would be inspirational.
My name's Danny Wallace, and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston, and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I Am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up, wise up, and rise up and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically, bees should not be able to fly. Their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground. But bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Bees fly anyway. So I wanted to create a space and a community where we can do what bees do when they're building something new. And that's festoon and link arms and help each other.
Community is really important, knowing that when people are talking about their experiences, it's not just you're not alone, there's other people that resonate and there's other people that you can help.
It's just about soaking up the atmosphere and being part of a community that supports each other.
Be Inspired is a 6-month mastermind that culminates in the most incredible personal and business development event where you take to the stage and share your mission and your business message.
It's been amazing. I have never done anything like this. Never ever thought I would, but because of Danny I have, and I have genuinely loved it.
This is the place to be. It's so inclusive, and actually it's there to help you mentally, physically and emotionally.
There's nowhere else where you'd ever feel so held and so safe.
I would love for you to come and get involved with Be Inspired so we can get you using your superpower hidden in plain sight, your voice, to take up the space you deserve in the world with your mission and your business. I can't wait to hear from you.
And with the swear word, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as inspirational.
How How amazing is that? Let me know in the comments how you are feeling about that. It's amazing, right? I'm just looking at Danielle and Zoe backstage, and they've both got massive big smiles on their faces. It looks like you're all loving it. Rachel, I want to come aboard. Well, I'm going to share with you how you can do that, because that now marks the doors officially opening to be inspired and to be heard. So in this part of the live this evening, I'm going to be sharing with you ways that you can work with me, which involves getting up onto that stage. It's not that stage, actually. Let me let you in on something. The interesting thing is that it was such a success. We've been running this now. This was our fourth Be Inspired, and it's grown every single time. The last time was the first time that we sold out completely prior to the event. This time we've sold out of tickets in a week, so much so that we have to get a bigger venue. So this time Be Inspired is coming back bigger and better than ever. We're still going to be in Manchester. It will always be in Manchester, because we want to bring something incredible to the northwest of England. So there's lots of things that we can travel to. There's lots of ways we can travel kind of to the heart of England or to London, but I really wanted to bring something to my roots, to Manchester. So we are going to be opening the doors to those things right now. So how can you get involved? I'm going to distract myself. I'm going to ask my children very nicely to jump out of the room for me whilst I finish this masterclass. Thank you. They've come in here to fight, and this is us getting it gloriously wrong. Anyone see me doing that? Can you come on tour to the Northern Ireland? I can't, I'm afraid, but everyone is welcome to come over and come and get involved. So there's a couple of ways that you can get involved. There are two programs that we're opening the doors for this evening. Number one is the Be Inspired Mastermind. I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. And two is the Be Heard program. So you can get involved in our 8-week online course where we start on the 4th of May. And for 8 weeks, I will be teaching you everything I could possibly with regards to public speaking. So we're going to be covering off over the course of 8 weeks. Let me scroll down. I don't want to miss anything out at all. In the online course, you'll be joining me once a week on a Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. UK time. Being brave, so uncovering and squashing any limiting beliefs you have, smashing through those speaking nerves, how our physicality affects our ability to speak, and nailing your vocal business cards. So we talked about vocal business cards as a part of the Be Heard Bootcamp this week. We'll actually be doing some fine tuning and really getting to grips with getting that correct and getting that right so that you can introduce yourself with ease and clarity every single time. As part of the course, we create 3 talks of varying lengths to suit most situations that you'll be required to speak from. So that's from networking meetings all the way through to professional speaking gigs. I'll be teaching you how to elegantly call to action instead of feeling like a slimy salesperson when you do it. I'll be teaching you vocal tips and tricks to improve your delivery and nail what you want your desired outcomes to be for your audiences. So I'll also be teaching you physical tips, presentation tips. Also, I'll be teaching you all about events, how to run events, and how to, if you're not invited to the table, to create the table on all of your own. So that's what we create as part of Be Heard. That's 8 weeks. You can join us. We begin on the 4th of May. And that runs for 8 weeks. You can then, if you wanted to, do Be Heard Pro, where you get all of that, plus you get some one-to-one time with me. So you get 2 one-to-one experiences with me, whereby we break down what it is that you want to talk about. We do a story finder session for you, and we work in a really bespoke way with regards to how you want to utilize speaking within your business or within your mission. Are you okay? All right, I'll come and grab it for you in a minute. All right, come and jump out. This is the joy of Easter half term. It's not joyful. You're right. It's dead not. So Be Heard Pro is all of that fantastic 8 weeks of gloriousness working with me, but also you get one-to-one time working with me as well. As part of that, we've got some fantastic bonus guest deliverers. So we've got the gorgeous Fidel Bohill, who's going to be talking to us about confidence. He also runs us some hypnosis sessions that you can get involved with that really get to the root of any confidence issues that you might have, whilst we work on the content and the creation of everything. We've also got the glorious Chantal Davison is going to be coming in to be speaking about copy and how you can utilize speaking as copy, and how you can use the two together to articulate your voice, which is really, really incredible. So that's Be Heard and Be Heard Pro. You can find out more information about those two specific courses, those two specific offerings on iamthequeenbee.co.uk. Hang on a second. I wonder if Danielle in the background there, could you pop me up? The doors are open now situation. Is that all right? Give us a little thumbs up if you could do that for me. She's all over it. I love it. So Danielle's going to share the links. I think we've got Zoe sharing the links for you guys to get involved with as well. So that's Be Heard. Be Heard is the standard course. Now, if you get involved this Easter weekend, I have a little cheeky discount code for you. If you use the code SEPT22 in capitals, SEPT22, when you sign up, you can get £100 off the standard course and £300 off the pro course. So what are the prices for that? I hear you ask, and we'll tell you. Let's talk turkey. So it is for the standard online course, it is £747 plus VAT. And for the pro online course, it's £297 plus VAT. With that code, SEPT2022, that brings the price down of the course to £647 plus VAT, or to, I think it's £997. It is £997 plus VAT. All are available with payment plans. So if you need to spread the cost and make it easy for yourself, has my computer crashed? Let me know if you're still there. I'm still here over on... my computer's crashed. Oh, what a time to have my computer crash. Instagram. If you're watching over on Instagram, tell them over. Just tell me if you are here. Tell me if you are here over on Instagram. Tell them over on Facebook where we're at. But I think that our internet has gone down. Could you just go and ask Dad if the internet has gone down? Go and check. Quick. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this Instagram live. I'm going to see you over on the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook. I'm still live on Instagram. I am. Am I live over on Facebook? I'm fine over there. My sister sent me a thing. Hang on a sec. Am I still going? The discounting. Oh, you can hear me. You can see me. I'm going to keep going then. I'm not going to shut up. Fantastic. I'm just going to keep on going. If you can hear me and see me, or if you can hear me, I'm going to keep going. I will record something separate for everybody else to watch on the catch up. So the pro online course with that discount is $997 plus VAT, and there's payment plans available on all of it. Now then, here's the big one, the one that everybody wants to know about, and that is Be Inspired. So Be Inspired is only open for 20 people. 20 people can come and join. Just froze, don't stop. Everyone's like, don't stop, we're still listening. You can get involved with Be Inspired and speak on that stage. How do you and what is involved? So Be Inspired is a 6-month mastermind. It starts with Be Heard. Everybody goes through the Be Heard process, and at the end of that we extend out into an exclusive mastermind for just 20 people. Now we will work then together on story finding, on editing, on elevating, delivering and feeding back on your keynote talk. So we'll be working in a TED style environment by speaking at Be Inspired itself on the 29th and 30th of September, live on stage with me, with all of those bells and whistles, and also all of that incredible audience, all that incredible vibe that you just saw then. This is a pain in the bum. I'm just gonna, I love this that we're getting it gloriously wrong, but this is a pain in the backside because I want to be able to show you some other things whilst I'm here. So what we create as well, it's really important when you're a speaker that you have assets. One of the things and one of the ways that I fell down when I was starting out was I didn't have any visceral assets when it came to me sharing. Am I back? I think I'm back. Am I back? Thank God for that. Hallelujah. I'm here. I can see you. I can see me. It's good for us and still. Oh, we're all back. Thank goodness. I love that I'm back. Let me just breathe a sigh of relief. Look, I'm sweating. I got a sweat on then. I don't know if I'm live still over on Instagram. It's paused and reconnecting. I'm going to stop distracting myself. I'm going to end the live video over and concentrate on you guys. It's just too much. So Here we go. I'm back. Shit your pants much. Always do. It's okay. Pops, do me a favour and jump out for me. Do you know what? It's been one of the nights where everything that's gone wrong could have gone wrong, and there's still 70 people watching along, and I cannot thank you enough. So let me get back to Be Inspired. So Be Inspired, what we do is we not only go through the mastermind together where we squash those speaking fears, we create professional talks that you can go out and utilize as a revenue stream for your business, or that you can go on and use in your mission and your advocacy if that's what you do. We will also create for you professional quality speaker assets that will help you get booked time and time again. So you're showing us how it's done, Lorraine, thanks. You've been marvellous and dealt with it well. Thanks, Rachel. I'm doing a little prayer over here. Don't do a live on a full moon. I know, right? My Lord. But so Be Inspired. There's 20 spaces. You work with me for 6 months. During that time, we will work both as a mastermind and in a one-to-one capacity, and that culminates in the Be Inspired experience. That's 2 days where you speak on the stage. We create your speaker assets. That is a professional show reel. That is professional photographs taken by a TEDx-approved photographer, and also a speaker sheet. It's like your speaker sheet CV. If anyone's done any media bio work before, actually, it's like one of those specifically for speaking. We create them for you in-house with our phenomenal graphics team. So that is all the things that you get as part of Be Inspired. Now, there are a number of you that are in the audience right now that are Be Inspired alumni. Give us a little wave if you are. In fact, I've got Zoe Bryn, who's in the background just here. Anyone who joins Be Inspired this weekend, oh my goodness me, can have a free Instagram one-to-one session with me over Zoom. Just get in touch, Lindsay's saying. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. And I think that Jojo Smith has got some sneaky treats for anybody that wants to get involved as well. So please do. If any of the alumni have got any special offers on, please do go and speak to them before you come and jump in if you would like. But if you are in, let me know. Give me a wave right now. Zoe Bryn, are you there? Come through. She's on mute. She's on mute. Look, can anything else? No.
Oh, how many things can go wrong?
Are you sausage?
My heart's been like up in my mouth.
Can you imagine what I'm got a proper sweat on? I'm gonna need a shower after this. You lot.
Actually, my family are wondering why I'm shouting. No, we can still hear you.
I couldn't hear anyone. I needed some. I got loads of people text. My sister texted me even. So a big shout out to Gemma and to Jojo. Wow. What's something like my computer's just gone off now? I don't know what's happening with my tech. We are being interfered with by the gremlins and the full moon. When in doubt, blame the moon. Yes, Jenny.
Did we break
Zoe,
it?
I don't know what it is. But Zoe, quick, tell us before anything else goes wrong. You've just been through the Be Inspired process. How did you find it?
Well, I didn't. It sounds a bit rubbish to say I didn't think it would be this good. But actually, it's like it just exceeded all my expectations. I only did my first kind of like video, like live thing as part of your challenge a year ago. It's not the one, the last one, but the one before.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I'd ever kind of like put myself anywhere.
I went back through some of the lives that we'd done in previous challenges as part of preparation for this one. And I saw some of your very, very first posts. And yet 2 weeks ago, you stood on stage at Be Inspired and delivered with such strength and conviction. And you had the audience eating out the palm of your hand. It was amazing to watch. How did that feel?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it actually felt so much better than I expected it to. The lead up was like, oh my goodness. And actually, when I got on there, you know what you were saying earlier on about having someone say something, or you'll have a feel of the room.
Yeah.
When I got up there and I was so concerned about myself, I was like, and then someone said, yeah. And that's all it took. And I thought, oh, I'm talking
positive mutual interaction, right?
So shoulders went down. Yeah. And I just started delivering. And I can't believe the difference, really. It was phenomenal.
It's been amazing. And Lindsay was in the audience. You smashed it. Zoe was amazing. You were amazing, Zoe. Emma fucking Roscoe's watching along. Zoe was amazing.
You
were amazing, and we've got some of our alumni just watching along right now. It's hard to describe the feeling getting on stage and getting off again, knowing how much you're supported by everyone. The whole room has your back. Jojo Smith, it's way more than speaking. Susan Francombe. Now, I want to introduce you to a concept, Zoe, because you were on this in September, October last year. These are the wings of destiny for everybody watching along right now. And Susan Francombe is on the wings of destiny already. And what do I mean by the wings of destiny? It means your name goes on a little post-it note, and this wing here fills with all of the Be Inspired people. This wing here fills up with all the Be Heard Pro people, and this wing here fills up with all the Be Heard people, with her body here. But Susan Francombe, I am putting you on the wings of destiny right now. There you are, Susan. We've got Beth. Beth Thompson is joining us on the wings of destiny already. Oh my goodness me. We've got Sophie Raggies joining us on the wings of destiny. This is insane.
That is
People
mad.
are jumping on already, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to post it now. It's such an achievement, Susan saying. On the wings of destiny. You were on the wings of destiny last time. So if anybody that's thinking about coming in to Be Inspired or indeed Be Heard, what would you say to them?
Well, apart from absolutely do it, if you've got any kind of worries about what you might talk about or how you might be received, or just getting up there and say, like, Danny just takes you through. She just knows already before you realize all those difficulties that you feel you might come up against, and just makes it all kind of smooth. I'd say you were smooth.
Because whenever you're speaking, there is a lot going on. There's a lot of layers to it, and we teach you what goes on in events by being a part of the event, right? So what if somebody doesn't think they're quite ready, Zoe? What would you say to that somebody if they don't think that they're quite ready?
I think you're more ready than you realize, because it's like having, I'm going to say something really weird now.
Go on, say it. I love it.
when you prepare to have, like, I don't know, like when I was younger, I was thinking, right, well, I haven't really got enough money yet, and I haven't got my own house yet, so I'm not going to have a baby yet. And you kind of like, and I thought to myself one day, well, when am I ever going to be ready?
Right.
That was me personally.
Yeah.
It's a similar kind of thing. It's like, if you keep kind of going, I'll wait for this to happen, I'll wait for that to happen, I'll wait for that to happen.
No one's ever ready. And I've said this to so many people. Yes. Here's the thing. We get you ready. That's the point. If you were ready, then you wouldn't need to do it. You'd be doing it already. You'd be being visible. You'd have speaking as part of your visibility and marketing plan. You'd already be doing it. This is to get you there doing it. So Zoe, I'm going to pop you backstage for just 1 second. I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to bring you back because you're going to help me share who are the winners from this week, because Zoe's been helping us. She's been one of our wing women this week whilst we have been running the boot camp. It's been brilliant having you on the team. Zoe, we'll see you in just a second. So we already have people on the wings of destiny. I can't believe it already. Like, I daren't check my emails. But if you want in, all you need to do is go to imthequeenbee.co.uk/packages, pick Be Heard or Be Heard or Be Inspired. There are payment plans available on all of the packages, so you can spread the cost over the course of 6 months if you're in Be Inspired, over 4 months if you're on Be Heard Pro, or over 3 months, I think, if you're on Be Heard, the standard package. So there's lots and lots of ways to make. We're trying to make it as easy as you can. If you use the discount code SEPT22, SEPT22, then you will get £1,000 off Be Inspired. So it should be 5,997 for all of that. Working with me for 6 months, the Be Heard course, the one-to-ones, the show reel. You've seen the quality of the show reels that we give out, the quality of the photography, taking part in the actual event itself, being a part of that event itself. And also for the first 10 people to jump into Be Inspired, you will also get a ticket. This is a Brucey bonus. You will also get a ticket to Ideas Fest, which is a multi-track. So a multi-track speaking event is where you can go into different rooms and go and see different people speak. It's an experience. So there's a multi-track event, a festival called Ideas Fest on the 3rd and 4th of August that is headlined by Stephen Bartlett. I am also on the lineup. So there are all sorts of wonderful speakers that are on there. Stephen Bartlett is going to be headlining. I am on that lineup as well. So not only can you come along and support me, but I'm going to show you the inside track on what a multi-track event looks like. So you're going to be doing lots of learning with me off of the back of doing this. So whether you feel ready or whether you don't feel ready, it doesn't really matter. We're going to get you ready for all of those things. You will never ever speak in a safer space. So we get you in this lovely cocoon, this bubble of love, and then we get you speaking, and then you create all of that brilliant anchoring to your speaking experiences so that you can go out and smash it again and again and again and again and again. You and Stephen can pop in for a cuppa, right? I will do. You're just around the corner. So if you do want to speak to me about it, because I understand it's an investment, right? If you do want to speak to me about it, then there is a link to booking a little 15-minute chat with me. So I'm going to be available directly after the live tonight. So if anybody wants to jump on a call with me this evening and just wants a little chat with me and just wants to kind of feel out, is this for me? Then give me a shout, drop into my DMs, or I've got spaces all through the day tomorrow that you can book on for a little cheeky 15-minute brew and a cuppa. There is never any pressure. Here's the thing about this one, Be Inspired specifically, I've got a feeling that it's going to be an open and shut situation. This happened last March. So last March, I opened the doors, people had already jumped in, and then by the end of the weekend, all of the spaces had gone. So if you are and have been thinking about this, please do get in touch and we will have a little chat. Amy Blaney got involved from Be Heard. Ugly crying is allowed on the call. I will hold you and give you a cuddle because I know it's a big thing in any way, shape or form when you invest like this. Is this for, first of all, a quick question to answer right now. If you have spoken before and you are a seasoned speaker, this is still for you because we still create you those really incredible speaker assets, and we work to your level, whatever level you work at. So as a mastermind, we work together. We meet once a week and we work together, and then we work in a bespoke way to work to your level. So if you are a novice, you can still go through the process and get tons from it. If you are a seasoned speaker that wants to grow their speaking capabilities, then it is still for you, and we move people together at their own space, at their own pace. So please know that wherever you are in that particular train of thought, we've got your back. I've got your back. In fact, that's the phrase you will hear me say the most. I love it. Rachel Rocco, I'm most definitely doing the full shebang with you. I have so much on. I'm thinking next intake. Come and do it this time. We've got you through everything you got. If you want to have a little chat, Rachel, give us a little shout. But do come and get involved. I think that if you've been thinking about this anyway, if you're watching this and you've not been a part of the boot camp, because you already know what the boot camp is all about, you've just been thinking about being inspired, come and get involved. If you want to start to scratch the surface with regards to your speaking capability, Be Heard is definitely a great place to start. And it doesn't matter. We all start together on the 4th of May. All right, so I'm going to bring in, before I do, Danielle Hansen from Pretty Practical. Are you going to come and join me? She's going to come and join me. She hates it when I do this. You've got to like it more. You've got no excuse now, Dan.
It as well. There we go. No, I'm all right now. I'm all right. I'm just starting with my wine. You just drop it on me unexpected.
I love that you've got wine. Normally, well, in the past, it's normally been me that's had the wine and the bubbly. It's you that's got wine. You're at that point in half term now, aren't you, babe? So you've got to open the wine.
Yeah. Got to be done.
Danielle, you've just been through, so having been somebody who works on the team, being on the inside, you've been there for a couple of years now. You've actually just been through the Be Inspired process yourself, having done Be Heard before and multiple times. You've just been through the Be Inspired process. How are you after that? Because it was not something that you really dreamed for yourself, was it?
Absolutely not. I said when I first met you, I have absolutely no intention of speaking. Danny, I'm all right for it. I don't want to. What would I say? I don't have anything to say. I used to struggle to introduce myself, literally, didn't I? Like, I don't know what to do, Danny. I don't know what I would have to say. And honestly, it's just been game changing for me in terms of like, it built my confidence. Never ever thought I would get on a stage and do that. So it's absolutely built my confidence. But also it's kind of given me, excuse the pun if you were at all, but a foundation like from which to speak for my business. So it helped me. I think if you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to speak and I don't really know what I would speak about, it is still fine. Like, I went through that process, and it gave me a lot of understanding of actually what it was. That I used to think that I didn't have anything to say, but actually I just hadn't got that clarity, and that I couldn't articulate what it was that I wanted to say. So,
and then you did, and you went and absolutely ripped it up. And like, for you going forward now, what's that experience, Dan? What's that experience giving you going forward? Because would I be right in saying it's not your kind of goal to become a speaker?
It isn't my goal to become a speaker, but it has given me the structures and the understanding of how to put that together. So like I said, I used to think I didn't have anything to say, and now I think like, gosh, actually I've got loads to say, and that was just my first thing, and now
there's no stopping you.
Now I could do that. And it's given me like, now there's things that I want to do. I know that when the time is right and when I've got something to say, I can go and speak about that thing, and I can go and
go and smash it up. Absolutely. And everybody's saying, what does PPB stand for, Danielle Hansen?
Pretty Practical Business.
Pretty Practical Business. So Danielle speaks on, or was speaking at Be Inspired on all things about laying the foundations of your business. She is amazing. Please do get in touch with her. Right, Danielle, that's all I wanted you for. I just wanted to make you uncomfortable and bring you on. But I love you. And she absolutely did rip up her Be Inspired experience. She was amazing. Danielle, I love you. I'll pop you backstage. Bringing back the glorious Zoe Bryn. Zoe Bryn, hello, you.
Hello.
Hello. Now, all through this week, we have been running a competition for participation in the Be Heard Bootcamp. And we've got 4 prizes to give away. And you've been helping me this week. I bloody love you for doing this, because when Anna Fox is amazing. She honestly, my life doesn't happen without Anna Fox. So the fact that you stepped up to the breach whilst she went on a much needed holiday. Anna has not had a holiday for 3 years.
And she's amazing.
She is just wonderful. She's so much a part of the Be Heard process and the Be Inspired process from a backstage point of view. She's, for everything that you see me do out front, she has everybody backstage, right?
Yeah. She's absolutely amazing. And she supports the support that she gives to Be Inspired. Like each one of us got like, amazing support from her.
Right. And she's just phenomenal. But Zoe, I think these people have been waiting long enough. We have our 40%ers this evening who we are going to share the prizes of. So for our third prize, here's some really interesting thing whilst you're sharing some bits and pieces. The really interesting thing, and we're going to talk about this over the course of the week. The cart is open until 9 p.m. on Friday. Next Friday, by the way, the doors will close and we start the following Wednesday. So FYI, that's how long you've got to kind of moot out. Is it right? Have those conversations with me, with the people that have been involved before, for example, with your families, whatever. You've got a week to come and get involved before we start the train running again. One of the first, one of the most interesting things is, and Heidi's just saying this here, is I've spent money with speakers every single time at Be Inspired. It's a great way to promote yourself to Danny's network. And it really is like the Iatqb community has each other's back. It's a really great way to elevate your presence. Have you found that, Zoe? You're in the leadership space now, right?
Yeah. And I was saying about jumping on and helping you. It's not something that I really do anymore.
No, it's not.
I loved it all so much now because
you weren't ready to let us go yet.
I wasn't, no. And I kind of like had a word with myself, like, do what you love. And I thought I'd love to do it. So
tell us, Zoe, what it is that you do, because I think that's important. Everybody knows Zoe doesn't step into the breach to help with admin. This is not Zoe's job. She's just a friend of the hive who has stepped in this week to help me. But Zoe, tell us what it is that you do, because your work is phenomenal.
So I'm a conscious leadership coach. I grow people and I grow processes. So if you are an entrepreneur and you are looking to start a team or grow a team, I help you to step into the leader that you need to be, because let's face it, we don't all start businesses thinking we're going to be leaders.
No, we just want to sell some stuff, right?
Yeah, you just kind of like, I want to bake a cake, or I want to, but we do that. I do that consciously. So conscious about your business, conscious about the people that you are using, for want of a better word, you're hiring, and also conscious about the planet and the environment that we live in. So,
absolutely. So, but without further ado, shall we take a look
Yeah, if I can
Is the
work
wheel
out.
there?
Where
The
is it?
Wheel of Fortune. I don't know.
Should be.
Oh, it's
on
there.
my end.
So
Have we
we've got
got it?
all of our finishers are there, and we're going to give it a spin for third prize, which is an online ticket to Be Inspired. And
can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh,
A Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed book and a copy of I Am the Queen Bee, How I Overcame Self-Sabotage to Fly Anyway, and how you can too. Click to spin. There we go. We're spinning. This is completely randomized. We wanted to make it nice and fair. The winner is Carla Wiggins. Carla Wiggins, everybody, is the winner of third prize. I love that there's all confetti going off as well. The second prize, we better make a note of this. Oh, Danny, you make a note of this. Is someone make a note? I'm just excited for the winners. I'm just shouting out everybody. Carla Wiggins is the winner of the online Be Inspired ticket. If you are going to be there and you've bought a ticket already, you can gift that online ticket to somebody else. So fret not. I know lots and lots of people have bought tickets. So the next prize is for a VIP in the room ticket to Be Inspired, a varsity jacket, an Iatqb varsity jacket modelled by me, and also a copy of Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed, and a copy of I Am the Queen Bee, How I Overcame Self-Sabotage to Fly Anyway, and how you can too, available on Amazon. Who's the winner? Drum roll, everybody, give us some drums. Who is the winner? Jojo Murph. Jojo Murph is the winner. Congratulations to Jojo Murph, who has won that in the room ticket, the varsity jacket, and the books. You absolute superstar. Brand new to the Hive as well. I think Mel Gizzy, huge shout out to Mel Gizzy for bringing loads of people into the Hive this week. Huge congratulations to you, Jojo. Who is next? Now, this is for the big one. This is the VIP strategy day. I think we've also thrown in a ticket to In the Room as well at Be Inspired. If not, then you have now. But also that VIP strategy day to wherever I am in the world. It could be Wigan, it could be Prague. Who knows? Who's the winner? Oh, they're all a bunch of belters. Everyone's been amazing this week. Who has won it? It is Anna Perkins. Anna Perkins is the winner of that VIP strategy day. Congratulations. Jenny Parkin, your name was on the wheel, is it not?
Yeah.
I don't know. We will double check. If your name isn't on the wheel, I will send you something a little bit extra special. We'll have a little look. We've been very, very tight on timings. So Anna Perkins is the winner overall. Zoe Bryn, thank you so much for all of your love and all of your support this week. You've been amazing. Everybody give Zoe Bryn some love.
Thank you.
The crowd go wild. They are the winners. So Carla Wiggins is the winner for, hang on a minute. Danielle, can you pop in? Who is the winner? We had Anna is the winner, the overall winner of the VIP strategy day. The winner of Community Champion. So one of my favorite gifts to give, one of my favorite prizes to give out is for the Community Engagement Champion, the person who has been super duper, pooper scooper, supportive of everybody. And that person is Prash Sharma. So Prash Sharma has won herself again, I think. She's won this prize before, Community Engagement Champion for the Iatqb Hive for the week of boot camp. Huge congratulations, my darlings. I hope that you're all absolutely thrilled. Please do get in touch with bookings at imthequeenbee.co.uk in order to claim your prizes, and we will sort you out. If not, just drop me a DM. All right, my loves. It's been a long one tonight. We've had an absolutely fantastic week this week in the Hive. It's going to spill over into next week. If you are getting involved with Be Inspired, huge congratulations to our people who have already jumped in and signed up. I can't believe it. Let me just have a little look already, see if anybody else has jumped in whilst we've been talking. But do head on to imthequeenbee.co.uk/packages. If you want to have a conversation with me, make sure that you do. We will pop that link up and email that link out right now. But huge love and thank you for joining me this morning. It's been a long day. A lot of things have gone wrong, but I'm going to leave you on this final note of sharing with you what the Be Inspired experience is all about. Come and get involved. I love you. And remember those top 10 tips for having the X Factor when you're speaking about your business. And I'll see you all bright and breezy on Monday morning, Easter Monday morning, for a special Easter edition of the show, Rise Up Show. I'll see you later.
To describe the event in one word, without a swear word, would be inspirational.
My name's Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I Am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up, wise up and rise up and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically, bees should not be able to fly. Their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground. But bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Bees fly anyway. So I wanted to create a space and a community where we can do what bees do when they're building something new. And that's festoon and link arms and help each other.
Community is really important, knowing that when people are talking about their experiences, it's not just you, you're not alone, there's other people that resonate and there's other people that you can help.
It's just about soaking up the atmosphere and being part of a community that supports each other.
Be Inspired is a 6-month mastermind that culminates in the most incredible personal and business development event where you take to the stage and share your mission and your business message.
It's been amazing. I have never done anything like this. Never ever thought I would, but because of Danny, I have. And I have genuinely loved it.
This is the place to be. It's so inclusive and actually it's there to help you mentally, physically and emotionally.
There's nowhere else where you'd ever feel so held and so safe.
I would love for you to come and get involved with Be Inspired so we can get you using your superpower hidden in plain sight, your voice, to take up the space you deserve in the world with your mission and your business. I can't wait to hear from you.
And with the swear word, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as inspiration.